So the first English filmmaker I'm going to talk about is a director named Mike Leigh. Not Spike Lee, but Mike Leigh. He directed these two movies, Meantime and Naked. Okay. And I think these are British realist films. I think they're in dignity with that film movement, but the actor Tim Roth is in this one. This is his second movie. And man, it's set in England during the Margaret Thatcher era, and so his family is poor. They're on welfare, can't work, and he lives with his parents and his brother. And his brother's kind of abusive, and one of their friends is Gary Oldman, and Gary Oldman plays a skinhead. Tim Roth's first role was a skinhead in another movie, but in this one he plays a very meek boy. And what's interesting about Mike Leigh's filmmaking style is he won't write a script. He'll get actors together who he wants to work with and asks them to think about some people in their life. 2 or 3 people maybe. And think about how they react to things and how they would talk about things. And he would have these the actors would meet at like a warehouse that he rented, and they would just act out scenes and characters that they created with no script. And he put together both of these movies with that in mind. And this one, man, love this movie. It stars Michael Thule. I think that's his name. Anyway, he plays a very, very intelligent but I think nihilistic character who it starts in Manchester, where he's seen having a very rough sex with a woman. It looks like he's raping her, but he's not. He's just having rough sex. And then after that, he steals somebody's car and drives it down to London and stays with these 2 girls, one from Manchester, one from London, and it's very gothic. Everybody wears like black and gray, and there's not a lot of color in it either. And yeah, just a really cool movie, man. You should watch it. 1993 this one's I think 84 from Meantime. This one's a little bit longer. It's 2 hours and 11 minutes. Watership Down, animated movie, directed by Martin Rosen. It's a sad movie. I think it's about World War II. 1978, 92 minutes long. I don't remember it that well. Not enough to talk about, really. City Lights by Charlie Chaplin. I love Charlie Chaplin a lot. This movie is from 1931, 86 minutes long, and it's his little tramp character. Charlie Chaplin wrote, directed, and starred in all of his movies, but he also composed the music for all of them. So I've been thinking about using music from his early projects from the 20s. But anyways, really cool movie. Very graceful scene where he's on a pair of roller skates. I don't think it's my favorite Charlie Chaplin film, though. I really like Modern Times and The Gold Rush. And The Kid, of course. The Kid. Okay, let's get into Terry Gilliam. Time Bandits, Blu-ray edition. Most of these are Blu-ray, by the way. Sorry, I'm telling you that now. But 1981. This movie's from 116 minutes, and it's a funny movie. Not my favorite Terry Gilliam film, but it's pretty cool. Now this one, Brazil. This is a really good Terry Gilliam film from 1985. It's 2 hours and 22 minutes. And it's set in this dystopian future where we're overrun by paperwork and bureaucracies and systems. And it's really interesting seeing Terry Gilliam play with that theme. And some of the guys from Monty Python are in this, like Marty Balin, I think his name is. Michael Palin, sorry. Michael Palin. I don't know who Marty Balin is. Anyways. Some movies I haven't seen. Blow Up by Michelangelo Antonioni. I know this is set in England and during the mod era of London. 1960s photography. If you watch Austin Powers, you know the photographer character that he plays. That's I think that's inspired by this movie. It's 1966, less than 2 hours long. Still haven't seen it though. Okay, this movie I have seen, A Taste of Honey. 1961, 100 minutes long, black and white. And this girl runs away from her very mean mother and falls in love with a black guy. And they get pregnant, and she moves in with, I think, a gay guy, and just about, relations between whites and blacks and gays and heterosexuals back in that time. Okay, let's finally, Stanley Kubrick. So this one I have not seen. Barry Lyndon, but I know it's a period piece that was shot all with with natural lighting and candles and such, which is very cool because you have to have a certain amount of light to expose film. Dr. Strangelove. Only seen this movie once. I know it's a favorite of people's, but I've only seen it once. I don't remember it that well. It's from 1964. A little over an hour and a half long. I remember it being very funny, actually. And Peter Sellers is in it. I love Peter Sellers. Finally, the last film. is The Killing by Stanley Kubrick. This is the movie that, if you watch Reservoir Dogs, it was very much based off of this movie. It's a noir film from 1956. It's less than an hour and a half. Maybe it's not an English movie, but Kubrick was English. I guess it's a Hollywood movie, but well, whatever. This is how I'm going to end this series. No, it's not. All this, I've got a little bonus for you. So these are the movies I have that are in the Criterion collection, but they're not Criterion versions. So this one, it may look like it's a Criterion film, Monty Python's The Life of Brian, but it's actually a different version of the DVD. I picked this up from a little store called FYE, For Your Entertainment. Don't know if they're still around anymore, but yeah, I was very disappointed to think that I found a Criterion movie and then got gypped. The Grand Budapest Hotel, another Wes Anderson movie. Le Parry Contempt, starring Brigitte Bardot, Jack Palance, and Fritz Lang, the director. This is a Godard film about making a movie. He was making an adaptation of The Odyssey, and Fritz Lang was playing the director. Knights of Kiberia. This is a Fellini neo-realist film starring his wife, Giulietta Messina. The Last Temptation of Christ, another Scorsese film with Willem Dafoe, one of my favorite actors, playing Jesus. And finally, Nashville. Now this movie, I really, really wish I could get my hands on a Criterion copy of this, but they're all sold out, and people are selling them for a lot of money. But this movie, it's a Robert Altman film, starring Ronnie Blakey, Karen Black is in it, Lily Tomlin, Keith Carradine, and Shelley Duvall is in it as well. And it's a very long movie. Jeff Goldblum's in it as well, sorry. Very long movie, set in Nashville in the 70s. And it has a theme of entertainers not aligning with political parties. Because they've been assassinated, which, sorry to give away the ending, but that's ultimately what happens. I mean, that's a very big theme in this, and it's a very musical film, but it doesn't have a lot of Nashville musicians in it. Or I don't think it has any Nashville musicians in it. So the people of Nashville, when this came out, didn't like it very much. But future generations, or younger generations, I should say, have taken to it a lot more, me included. And what's interesting is a lot of the actors in this movie, they wrote and performed their own songs for it. And I just think that's really cool. But yeah, a lot of Criterion films are getting sold out, and I mean, it's pretty cool because people are liking, well-made movies more than, some of the crap that's been coming out of Hollywood. But anyways, yeah, this company is really, really important to me. Just the way they restore old films and remaster them. They'll look all over the world for the best film prints of the movies, fixing the audio, offering essays and commentaries, interviews, short films from the director. So even though it's a business, sometimes to me it feels like a service that I'm happy to pay for. I mean, as you can see for yourself, I certainly love the Criterion collection. And I'm a aspiring filmmaker. I would really like it if I made a movie someday that got into the Criterion collection and had the same kind of treatment that these movies have. You've stuck around and watched this whole thing, I thank you. I'm pretty new at this whole thing as of recording. I'm actually losing my voice making this. I was afraid that if I didn't finish this, that I wouldn't get it finished, because I knew I would probably lose my voice by tomorrow. And well, I just thought it would never get done. So thank you for watching this, and if you like it, then subscribe to my channel, because I want to build my YouTube channel and start making better things for people. So that's it, really. Thanks a lot, guys. Not very good at making exits, but maybe I'll get better at that. So thank you.